Hello and Namaste. I am Ketan Khan from 192 Consulting. In today's video, we are going to discuss about Form ISR-4. Form ISR-4 is filed for multiple purposes. As a referencer, I have kept a Form ISR-4 in front of me. I'll read out the purposes for which ISR-4 is filed. ISR-4 is filed for issue of duplicate share certificates, replacement, renewal, exchange of certificates, consolidation of security certificates, transposition, claim from unclaimed suspense account, endorsements, consolidation of folios, and transmission. In the entire ecosystem of ISR forms, this is one important form that investors have to fill and file very carefully because there can be purposes where the multiple forms are filed for a single utility. For example, in the upcoming video, we will see about Form ISR 5, which is specifically filed for transmission of shares. But ISR 4 is also filed for recording the transmission of shares. In addition to that, there is also a term called as transposition of shares. So what is this transposition? Normally, the shares are held in joint names. So there are either two shareholders, the first holder and the joint shareholders, or there can be more than two shareholders. So transposition of the shares is just changing the name or the positions of the names on the records of the company. Investors have that option open while all the investors are alive. So, for example, if shareholder A is the first holder and shareholder B is the joint holder or the second holder in those shares, and they want to exchange their positions, then that can be done by filing Form ISR 4, which is called or which is also filed for transposition of shares. Apart from that, ISR 4 becomes important when the person has lost the share certificates because it is also filed for issuance of duplicate share certificates. Most of the cases that we handle while reclaiming of the shares deal with the loss of share certificates. We are also going to understand the loss of share certificates in a separate video altogether. Currently, we are dealing with Form ISR 4, and one of the utility of ISR 4 is the issuance of duplicate share certificates, and so that's why we are actually talking about the loss of share certificates. So while ISR 4 is filed for the issuance of duplicate share certificates, there are two additional documents that go in support of ISR 4. Which are these two documents? It is Form A affidavit and Form B indemnity bond. This affidavit, the content of this affidavit deals with the admitting of the fact that the original share certificates have been lost or misplaced. And Form B is an indemnity bond which is to be signed by the executor, as in by the claimant of the shareholder, as well as two witnesses, stating that if in case any liability arises out of the lost share certificates, then the company and the RTA will be indemnified by the shareholders for any losses or liability arising out of any action caused due to the misplacement or loss of the share certificates. This was about Form ISR 4. We have dealt with Form ISR 1, ISR 2, SH 13, and exactly opposite to it ISR 3, and now we have dealt with ISR 4 along with its supporting documents. Should you have any query regarding filling of ISR 4 or reclaiming of the shares or dematerialization of your shares, you can feel free to connect to us. You can connect us by marking your comments in the comment section of this video, or you can also write an email to us on info@992.in. We will be all the more happy to help. Thank you so much. This is Ketan Kang signing off for the time being.